Hey everyone, Jane here from Attrell Toyota here in Brampton, and right now you are finally looking at the brand new redesigned 2020 Highlander. Now of course this is the all-wheel drive Platinum trim level, so this is the top of the line. There are a lot more trim levels as well as a lot more available colors. This is Blueprint, and I will list those in the description below, and of course I'll make other videos for the different trim levels. But what I want to do for you in this video is give you an exterior walk around, try and show you as many features as I possibly can, and then I'm going to bring you inside. Now keep in mind throughout this video that this vehicle is very new to me as well, so if I do miss a piece of information or if you'd just like to know a little bit more, please leave a comment in the section below and I will try to answer them to the best of my ability, or come on down to 110 Can-Am Crescent here in the Brampton Auto Mall and speak to one of our salespeople, and they'd love to give you a walk around of this vehicle in person. So this is the 4th generation Highlander, and it is now built on the TNGA platform. It does have higher strength, better handling, as well as a smaller turning radius, and overall the vehicle is just absolutely gorgeous. We've also introduced Toyota Safety Sense 2.0 into this Highlander. So just behind that chrome Toyota emblem on that beautiful grille there is a millimeter wave radar. And just underneath it, you can see that there's a little camera there as well. So that's another awesome safety feature that I'll show you once we're inside the vehicle. As you can see, the front end of this vehicle does look a bit more sophisticated than the previous generation. However, that ride still has that bit of ruggedness, so you definitely feel like it could go off or on road. Now we do have premium LED headlights, and just underneath we have integrated fog lights. For a Highlander first, we have 20-inch alloy wheels. They are a unique alloy wheel for the Platinum model. Just like our previous TNGA vehicles, the side view mirrors have been moved from on the window to just down here on the door, just to add a little bit more visibility for your driver. Our door handles are color keyed to the vehicle, and the fuel cap will be on the driver's side. Love the body lines, especially this rear end. It hasn't changed too much, but again, you can see that sophistication that they've brought into the 2020 year. We do have a Platinum all-wheel drive emblem there for you, so if this is the vehicle that you would like, it does tell you that it is the Platinum trim. We have chrome just underneath all of those windows. And we do have integrated LED signals on your side view mirrors. They also do have a reverse element to them, so they'll tilt when you're reversing. And they have puddle lamps that, unfortunately, it's a little too bright to show you, but they do say Toyota Highlander on the ground when it's nighttime. So that's another little cool feature that we've added for you. So there you are, the exterior walk around of the 2020 Highlander all-wheel drive Platinum trim level. Let's go inside. So just before I bring you inside of this beautiful Highlander, I just wanted to show you what your key fob is going to look like. So it does look just like this. As you can see, it says Highlander right on the back there. And it is our smart key system. So as long as you have this fob in your purse pocket or anywhere on your person, your car is actually going to sense it there. And you can unlock it simply by touching the inside of the door handle. On your driver's door here, you have tons of controls. Of course, you have your power windows, which they are automatic up and down one-touch windows. You do have your power locks, as well as your power adjustable side view mirrors, which are heated, by the way. You have your memory seat setting here, so you can set it to 2 different drivers. It's super convenient, especially if you have 2 drivers that are commonly driving this vehicle. Just at the bottom there, you have a spot for bottle storage. And one more thing I want to show you before I bring you completely inside is the fact that we do have an 8-way power adjustable driver seat with lumbar support. So with your smart key system, how you would start your vehicle is by your push to start button there. So if you've never used one of these before, all you have to do is simply push your foot on the brake and push that button. As long as that fob is inside of the vehicle, the engine will start for you. On the left-hand side here, we have some controls that are part of our Toyota Safety Sense, actually just the one. So that's our automatic high beams. I'll get more into Toyota Safety Sense once I get into the center of the vehicle here. But now I did show you that camera that is on the front of the grille, and I said that I had a pretty cool safety feature. So this is what it is, and it is our 360-degree camera. So I'm just gonna move up to the center here. You can see how we'll do a full turn of everything around it. So it is using cameras that are on the side view mirrors, on the rear, as well as that grille camera. And then it will go up into a bird's eye view. So I have the door open right now, so it's a little contorted, but there you go. So makes a little bit more sense like that. So if you're trying to get in and out of really tight parking spaces or anything along those lines, this is an awesome feature to have. It also works with our reverse camera, so I can quickly throw it into reverse for you guys. So as you can see, we have your dynamic lines here. So if you wanted to turn your steering wheel, those yellow lines are going to move to the direction that you are headed. But on the right hand side of the screen there, you do also have that bird's eye view camera. And I want to just add how clear this is this year. So they've really done a great job doing that 360 degree on the 2020 Highlanders. Kudos to you, Toyota. But I want to go back to the steering wheel. It is a leather wrapped steering wheel. It is tilt and telescopic adjustable, and it is heated, as I don't know if you noticed over here. This is also your power lift gate button and your windshield wiper de-icers, before I forget to comment on those two. But back to the steering wheel, sorry. So it is heated, leather wrapped, tilt and telescopic adjustable, and it does have tons of controls. So as you can see on this side, we have all these arrows as well as your back button, and that is going to be for your multi-information display, which you can see right there in the center of your dash. And it is a 7-inch colored multi-information display, and it is just jam-packed with tons of information. You also have your Bluetooth button here, you have your volumes down and up, and of course you have your voice recognition. On this side here, we have our cruise control settings. They are a little different in the Highlander this year. I really like the look of them. Might take a little bit to get used to if you did have a previous generation with the toggle, but I like it. I like that it's flush on the dash too. I don't like too many things coming out of my steering wheel, but that is a personal preference. Now, just beside that, here is your dynamic radar cruise control. So now we're going back to our Toyota safety sense. So not only do we have your automatic high beams, but your dynamic radar cruise control is a full speed in the 2020 Highlander. Just underneath that, you have your lane departure alert with steering assist. And this is the safety sense 2.0. So we also do have your road edge detection. We have your pre-collision system, which you can see right there, and it does have your pedestrian detection as well as bicycle detection. The bicycle detection is just in daylight, however pedestrian is in both day and low light settings. Back to the steering wheel here, we just do have some audio controls just along the bottom, again just for some convenience. Now, the center here, this is never seen before in the Highlander. This is a 12.3 inch display, and as you can see, there's tons of information on it. So you can choose what you want to wear. It's very easily adjustable. And for things like the map, if you want that full screen, you'll notice that this one doesn't go away. However, if you don't find that you want the map on that side, you can switch it so that it is closer to the driver. So I always like to say that my passenger is my DJ, so I would like this setting. They can control the music, and I can see where I'm going on my GPS. So also in this screen, you have that reverse camera, which I showed you, and we do have tons of audio this year, and I know this is probably going to intrigue you because for the first time we have Toyota Safety Sense, Toyota Connected Services. So it's a little different. Sorry, I'm still also getting used to this vehicle. So yes, we do have not only your AM, FM, as well as XM radio. You do have Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto. So tons and tons of awesome music. And we do have an 11-speaker JBL sound system in the Platinum version of this Highlander. So not only can you access tons of music, you will really enjoy listening to it as well. For your climate control settings, everything is arranged a little differently again this year. I really like the look of it. It's a lot more sleek. You do have 3 heat settings for both your driver and passenger front seats, and you do have cooled seats as well. So summer or winter driving, you will be comfortable. Just underneath that, we still have this awesome storage across the dash like previous Highlanders. However, it is a little bit different this year. If you want to connect your phone, this does pop out and you can run your cords down and connect your phone through your USB there, especially if you want your Apple CarPlay up on that screen. And then you can tuck your phone away so that there's no cords running everywhere on your dash. You can obviously tuck it down there. That's an awesome little space that they made for us. So just beside that USB, we also have 2 charging USBs and we have your regular car outlet there. You have your 2 cup holders down the center, and it is an 8-speed automatic transmission. However, you can flip it over to Tiptronic if you would prefer to do gear changes yourself. I know a lot of people do when they're towing things around. Now, on top of that, we also have your 3 drive settings. So you have Sport, Normal, and Eco. But of course I mentioned that the Highlander can go on and off road, so we had to bring in the multi-terrain select as well. Awesome feature that they've incorporated into the 2020 Highlander. As I said, this vehicle has awesome handling. Definitely come down and take it out on a test drive so you can find that out for yourself. But if you don't want to, believe me, this car is really awesome to drive. We do have your electronic parking brake as well as parking brake hold. And you do have your traction control, your snow setting, your downhill, as well as your auto start stop, So that will actually stop your vehicle. If you're sitting at a red light for a long duration of time, it'll stop your engine from running and save you on gas. As for the seats, they are done in a beautiful leather material, and they have wonderful patterning going down the center of them. Of course, they are perforated, and that is to allow that heated and cooled settings. The passenger seat is also a 4-way power adjustable passenger seat. Up top, we have a beautiful and huge panoramic roof. Lets sun in, and obviously in nicer weather, you can have that open to get some fresh air. Up top here, we also have your SOS Safety Connect, which is an awesome feature. It will automatically call emergency services if you do get into a collision, and there's also some other cool features with that as well. So definitely do your research if you do have SOS Safety Connect in your Toyota vehicle. So there you have it, guys. I think I pretty much summed up the front seat. I know it's a lot of information. Again, if I've missed anything, please feel free to leave a comment in the section below. Now, Highlanders aren't just about the driver and the passenger. Of course, they have tons of passenger spaces in the rear as well. So let's go back there and check it out. So bringing you into the rear seat of the Highlander, the Platinum Edition is captain chairs for the second row. So keep that in mind if you do have a larger family and you want the bench row. I would look at maybe getting the XLE or the Limited, but the Platinum is only these captain chairs. If you have a family of 7 though, it is very beautiful. It gives you a little bit more wiggle room for those second row passengers. But before I go completely inside, I just want to show you the door. Again, we do have this beautiful wood trim as well as that satin chrome door handle. We have built-in sunshades, so if you do have young kids in the back, it's very easy. Just clip them up and it takes direct sunlight off of them, especially for long car rides. You, of course, have the ability of opening and closing your own windows, and just underneath you have a spot for bottle storage. So, in this beautiful second row, not only do these seats recline, but they're also heated, which is awesome, especially in the winter. And you do have your very own climate control back here. You have 2 charging USB outlets as well as what's like a regular household outlet there as well. Your front seats are contoured a little bit, so there's a bit of a curve to that seat, which just allows for a little more legroom from the back passengers to the seats in front of them. You have seat back pockets in both your driver as well as passenger side seat. And to access your third row, just reach up here, and these seats will slide forward, so you can have 3 more passengers back there. Back here, of course, we do have your built-in cup holders for convenience as well. So there you have it, guys. The rear of the 2020 Highlander. So as for cargo space in the Highlander, I'm sure you're very used to having tons of space in this vehicle. However, for this generation, they had to increase it just a little bit. So I don't know the exact number what they increased it by, but I will find out and I'll put it in the description below for those who are curious. However, just by first glance, you can see that we have a lot more room in this generation, even with those third row seats up. Also, I don't know if you've noticed there that we do have that automatic lift gate, so you can open it a few different ways. There's the button that I just pressed underneath the emblem. There is a button in the front driver section of the vehicle. There's a button on your key fob, and also in the Platinum, we have that hands-free where you can wave your foot underneath the rear there, and it will open. So awesome feature, especially if you're carrying like groceries and things that you don't want to put on the ground. Awesome job, Toyota. So now, I'm sure you know that we can fold these third row seats down. So to do so, just pull that up, and that headrest will automatically flip just at the end there. Pretty cool feature. We just discovered that a minute ago. So don't be worried about those not going down. And now, as you can see, with 4 passengers in that car, you have tons of space. Now there is one more option. You can fold those second row chairs down. They will go flush as well, and you can fit tons and tons and tons of stuff in here. So if you're helping a friend move, this would be an awesome vehicle to have. So there you go, cargo space for the Highlander. To close your lift gate, there's just a button up here. Press it one time and it will automatically close for you as well. So of course I saved the best for last for you all, which is the engine. So underneath our hood here, you are looking at our 3.5 liter V6 engine. It does create 295 horsepower as well as 263 pound-feet of torque. We do have 5,000 pounds of towing capability with this vehicle, and your fuel efficiency sits at 10.3 liters combined for highway and city driving for 100 kilometers. So that is the best in its class, which is absolutely awesome. Well done, Toyota. There is one more feature, however, that I forgot to mention, and I know somebody's gonna ask about it. So just as a little cherry on top, this vehicle does have a heads-up display. So there you go, guys, the walk around of the 2020 Toyota Highlander all-wheel drive Platinum Edition. Now, if you do like what you're watching, go check out our YouTube channel because we have tons of videos of all the cars, trucks, and SUVs that I have here on the lot, plus some extras. Also, don't forget to press like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat.